Today, let's make some logos for your business's Instagram stories. So from the Canva home screen, I'll go to custom size, and then I'll go for 1000 by 1000 square canvas. And the first thing we want to do is to go to elements and to go to shapes, and we'll go for a circle. Now this canvas is 1000 by 1000 pixels, so what I'm going to do is with the circle clicked on, I'll go to position, and then it says 300 by 300. I'm just going to change this to 700 by 700 pixels, and then we'll place the circle in the middle. And it's important, as I'll show later, that we leave this white area to leave some flexibility later. So the next thing I'm going to do is to decide what color I want the circle to be. I'm just going to go for a purple color for now. Then I'm going to duplicate this circle, go to the three dots and say duplicate, and then go to the stroke style, click on the line, and I'm going to increase that to about 30. Now I'm going to go to position with this new circle clicked on. You can choose either to keep it purple in the middle, or you can click on the color here and just say no color, and that will make it transparent. So I'll go to position, and I'll make this new circle 600 by 600 and place it in the middle. So we've now got a border, and I want this inner circle to be white. Now the next thing we can do is to just find an image to go in the middle. So you may want to make a set of these logos for your stories, but first of all I'm going to go to the back button here, go to graphics and just type in dove, scroll down. I'm looking for a simple shape like this one here, so I'll click on that and then make sure it's in the middle, and then I'm going to change the color to white. So this is kind of a basic logo you can create. I'm going to create a couple more now, one with text and one that's a different color and a different picture, to show how you could make a set of these. You don't always need to have text on them, because on Instagram, for instance, underneath the story logo you'll have a title where you can say what that particular collection of stories is about. But let's just go down to the frame here, click on the three dots and say duplicate page, and then we'll click on this second one, and the first thing I'll do is click on the background circle, which is purple, and I'm going to change it to a yellow color, and then we'll click on the dove and just delete that for now. And under graphics I'm just going to type in pour. So I'll go for this one here, place that in the middle, and then we'll change that one to white as well. So that shows how you can have a similar theme for two different images, two different menus, but all part of the same company that you might be doing the social media for. Click on the three dots again and say duplicate page. Now we'll click on the pour and delete that. Go back to the dove on the first one, click on it, right click, copy, go back to the third page, right click, paste. Make it a bit smaller because we're going to add some text this time. So it might be that this is a company that deals with animals, and you've got one that's going to talk about birds and one that's going to talk about other kinds of animals with the paw print there. And now I'm going to click on the yellow background and just change that circle to a green one. And we'll go to text, add a heading. We'll click on uppercase. And I'm going to type in the word sanctuary, imagining it might be a bird sanctuary, for instance. Now let's go to effects with the text selected, go down to the bottom here and click on curve. And we can now take this curve scroller here to match the curve of the writing with the circle, like this. And we could change the text to white, so just highlight it, we'll change it to white. And we can also click on the text and maybe go to the T here and just increase the letter spacing. And so there's another simple logo that you can use. What I like to do with these is to save with the white background. So we can save all three together by going to Share, Download, Download as a PNG. Don't click Transparent Background because we want it to stay white. And I'll just download. And you'll get a zip file with all three of these images in that you can then upload to something like Instagram for your stories. Just to say why I keep the background white, sometimes people will be watching Instagram in dark mode, sometimes I'll have it in light mode. So it's good to have the option to either, when you're choosing the logo for your stories, to leave the option when you are resizing the picture for your story cover, that you can either leave a white border around the edge, which will show up well on a black background, or just enlarge it completely so the outer circle is the green one. That'll still show up well on a white background, but on the black background sometimes it's best to have the white around it again because it just helps the story cover to stand out. Anyway, I hope this tutorial has been helpful for you today. Please do subscribe to the channel to learn more about Canva.